You say you lied to us. You said you were gonna give us a break, old man. Well, just want to do a little check-in. I thought about something from my previous stories. Okay, look, I'm done writing papers. Okay, I don't. I'm not 20 years old, gonna go climb the corporate ladder at the big, what is it, the big three or the big two now? If I gotta figure out stock issuance, I'll figure it out later. I'm all about practicality. She said, "What's this about Camper's Corner?" So remember how earlier I was explaining? Well, let me see real quick. What is it? Uh, Big three accounting. No, it's the big four, Steve. Ernst and Young. Excuse me. Is it the big four? No. Deloitte, Ernst and Young, KPMG, Pricewaterhouse. KPMG. So you say, I just had a few minutes and I just wanted to check in, make sure everybody's okay. Uh, hey, you know, whatever. I can do better work. I got something done. I can't do anything that doesn't, it's not going to matter in 10,000 years anymore. I just can't. I've been doing this too long. Just don't care. It's not going to make a difference. Uh, so remember how I told you earlier in the other video, I thought of something while I was sitting over in the chair, closing my eyes. I was going to take a little rest before I'm really tired, and I may. But I just want to say, George Floyd, hey, George Floyd could be any of us. Mm-hmm. That's right. Hey, come on. Come on, George Floyd. Yeah. I I think people misunderstood me. I talked about that a little bit, but that's such a sensitive one. I won't even touch it. Uh, Remember how I told you I just started figuring out everybody is doing something for a reason, either positive or negative, love or hate, anger, joy, even your mama. So remember how I told you I met Nikki Pickles. I used to go over to this apartment after I was done making 500 pizzas for all the drunks from the original Pavlitsky's that's finally closed down a couple years ago. Well, and I would bring a couple pizzas and have a couple beers. In Mounds View there. Well, uh, I'm gonna fall asleep. I need to take a nap. Well, most of them people, I don't know. I didn't really know those people. There was some guy named Anybody remember a guy named Benji or something? He was a nice guy, but I think he did one too many hits of acid. But anyways, there was one guy there. He had this like red, white, and blue leather USA jacket, one of those back in the day. And he was, I don't know, he never, I don't remember. We never got in a fight, but I don't think he liked me. He didn't like me. I could tell he didn't like me. I could tell for sure he didn't like me. He was kind of mean. He might have been a little mouthy, but we never got into it. But he was the only one, and this was kind of a different crowd. I don't even know how I got ended up going over there. How did I meet those people? Oh, I had met Benji through. Oh, you know what? I had met Benji and his dad. His dad was a big heavyset guy. Lived over there by Onan's. He was in the treatment center business too, I think. Met him at Pioneer House, that Benji, and he was like real chill. He was one of them hippie kids. And then I went over to meet him, and then Nikki Pickles was over there. That's how I started running into Nikki Pickles. So, uh, but this guy that ended up didn't like me. You know where he ended up moving? Exactly kitty corner in the same freaking townhouse as I had in Coon Rapids. That's not coincidence. He did not like me. How he ended up moving there, how he knew I lived there, no idea. And I didn't even know he lived there until like the very end, because I didn't pay attention to my neighbors. I just happened to be driving by one day when we were moving out practically. My mom had sold, and they were outside having a barbecue, and I recognized them. I'm like, how long you been living there, man? In the same freaking building. So your enemies can be in your own household. Hey, if it's the same building, still the same house, right? I guess I'm just an ignorant little Nicky boy a lot of times. I really was so innocent to my own. There's no reason that guy should have moved that close to me. Yeah, he was a real hothead, and he was skinny. He probably could fight, but I could tell he was the only one that never really liked me. What the hell's he doing moving in there? Maybe it was him. Nah. Maybe he had my house bugged. Maybe he came through the attic, came in my mom's bedroom, busted the door in, and made it look like somebody smashed a window. Maybe. I don't know. I can't remember the details of when he would have been there, or it's possible, but I still remember Brandon asking me those questions like over and over and like acting weird. So I just thought that was a quinky dink to reinforce my understanding that I get it. People don't just randomly move places, and I used to think they did. Like, hey, I just feel like going somewhere warm. Man, I look tired, dude. So I managed to squeeze by. Apparently, half the kingdom gave me a D. Yeah, she's like, that's D work, honey. I'm like, I know, but it's better than nothing. I can't do this crap no more. I gotta do something that matters. It's gonna change. I'm just at my age. I'm not interested in working. I only want to work for a nonprofit, so there ain't gonna be no stock or nothing like this here. Right? Well, I guess there maybe can be. No, never. It can be, but it ain't gonna be huge publicly traded, right? I don't know. Mm, mm, no. Issue of stock. No, I can't. I mean, is there companies that are that big for? Yeah. Oh, they prohibit issuing stock. Yeah, that's what I knew that. Ugh. Man, I look old. Man, I look pretty young. I need to get it. I don't know why. I just wanted to come in and say that. So, what the heck are people? So I'm asking the people around me, the guy in the can, the polar bear. Who are all these people? How do they know me? That's what I'm saying. How do you must you know me from somewhere more than likely, or you know somebody else that knows me, or everybody knows somebody somehow. Everybody's looking to even a scar or get even or help somebody or hurt somebody, I guess. See if they can knock off somebody's detail or something. I don't know. Remember? I always get 3 to 4, 5 stories, narrow it down to two. Nobody ever tells me the truth. Maybe they did that for my own good. And I wouldn't be considered an asset or a liability. I was a neutral guy. Hey, that guy, he don't know nothing. Leave him alone. If you touch him, you're going to the ICU for a couple days. Honk, honk. Yeah. Thanks, half the kingdom. Love you too. Um, there's a bunch of half the kingdoms out there. Mama's half the kingdom. One mama, two papa. One papa, one mama, two mama. Leslie could be half the kingdom, but she's crazy as heck. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. The only other thing I can think of is like people got frustrated that I don't know. I don't think I'm that good at being sarcastic. I don't know why that would upset people that much. I mean, I guess I had being an only child. I had and the first grandchild, and I suppose I had just a smidge easier life, and I end up paying for it in the end because right, it all come out in the wash. Right? Is that what they say? But oh man. I guess it's not a bad life. Your grandma owns a restaurant. Your mom owns a restaurant. You get to eat pretty much within reason when you're hungry. Or when I was young, I mean, we could eat anytime, right? Get to go to the world class Northwest Racket Swimming Health Club and play basketball pretty much your whole adolescence. The finest equipment. And, I mean, it's like the life of Riley. You're having a good time. You don't do too much wrong. Drink a little beer, smoke a little weed, mostly. And then you're old. And you know, I'm not overly. I don't really care. I mean, I wish I would have been more successful, but I had a good time. Stayed in shape. Got to eat. Got to go out to California. Travel around a little bit. Average life, I guess. You know, I'm a pretty frugal guy, anyways. You know, even if I had more money, I wouldn't change a whole lot, really. You see, I guess some of your equipment might be a little nicer, but as far as having a lot more things, probably not. Uh, so everybody, you're saying you just figured that out now? I guess I don't know. I think they kept me in the dark. They redshirted me so much from they kept me naive, little Nicky boy, little innocent Nicky boy, and they kept me, you know, man. Though that's pretty lucky though. God has always looked out for me, man. That time I almost got kidnapped. Man, that was I mean, that was so freaking scary as hell. Don't ever wonder why I'm into security. Locking windows and doors I mean, all the time. Hey, if I don't know who you are and you come in at my door and you got five guys and no identification, yeah, I ain't answering my door. Sorry, pals. Uh, you know, Excel usually calls me before they come. I don't know who you are. You got too many guys out there for me. Y'all stay out there. We'll be all right. Yeah, just open my door for complete strangers. No, it's funny though. You know, man plans and God laughs, right? I'm thinking. Well, I already told you. I move up to Forest Lake thinking, fishing, little hunting, kind of. Boy, I had more problems up here than anywhere ever. I mean, I figured given that I leaned a little conservative, I'd have a little easier time with this county. Mm-mm. Oh, it's been like complete nightmares. Hmm. I don't know. Is there any guys out there that might struggle with not being married but don't find it appropriate to be talking about Katy Perry's honkers? I mean, because to me, that's pretty normal. I mean, that's just being a gentleman. You know, yeah, you might end up looking once in a while, but at least when you're talking to people out in front of all the microphones and surveillance, like I don't think that's cool to be talking, especially a married woman. You know what I mean? Like, what a waste of time. Like I said, is it? It's like, is there anybody out there left that's a true gentleman that might have a few problems or had a few? I mean, I know there's a lot of real good guys, gentlemen. You know, hey, like Pete Peterson and Amberitis, and all them sending rocks at shore. I'm saying, like, is there any guys like my dad? Like, he thinks I'm being a pompous, or I like. I'm not saying I'm better. I just say like, mm, I would think that would be a quality a woman would appreciate, even if you can't always follow, stick to it. Hey, what did they say about men? I heard some statistic one time. Men think about this. I don't know. It's not really. Is it G-rated? Probably not. Men think about the other sex like every 6 seconds, and women only think about about their spouse like every 3 days. I heard that some crazy statistic like that. So yeah, I guess we're kind of geared like microwaves, and they're geared like crock pots. Mm, yeah, yeah. I don't know a whole lot much more I could have done different without not becoming a felon, staying out of trouble, without having some direct parenting by my biological father. Because, like I said, a couple guys tried to, it's kind of like Ray-Ban and Faulkner. Ray-Ban tried to put his hands on Brandon one time, and old polar bear Dave came over there, you remember? And I was the same way. I was like, don't touch me, dude. There's going to be 500 polar bears here in 5 minutes if you touch me again. And you know what? It's it's just because you're not my dad. You don't get to discipline me, right? And so I don't know. I'm pretty fortunate, right? Pretty lucky with Dave Bonehead Dave. Like somebody put him up to that. Said, "Hey, go take that car." I don't know. Maybe it was his car. I don't know where that car came from. Just crazy. So many events could have ended with Same thing with Edward Anthony Ho, my current. Well, technically, he hasn't withdrawn that I know of. I mean, without his help, I probably would have got. Well, I don't know. You're pretty much on any small amount of marijuana, you get a 152.18 on the first offense pretty much anywhere. I mean, as long as you had any attorney. But he helped me out of a couple things. But then, hey, then he stopped telling me everything. Like he was gonna do society a favor or something, and that's not ethical. So I guess we're in Tijuana now or something. So I don't know. But I can't write no more papers, yo. I just can't. I mean, I'm okay, right? I mean, I can fake it enough to pass. I'm literate enough. It takes me a little while, but I mean, I can put something together, that'll pass. It ain't like I said. Oh, I guess half the kingdom said, "Hey, that's a D." I'm like, "Well, that's easy for you to say." I'm like, usually I get a B on something like that, easy. Man, I know it ain't A. That's B plus work. Hmm. So you're this what are you, some kind of Ted Cruz conservative? No, I'm watching MSNBC. Variety. I like something different. And I don't even know what I am anymore now that as I've gotten older. I'm about helping people. I don't like politics anymore. The Republicans they wouldn't accept me, and neither will the Democrats. So forget it. I'm going J-Dub on them. I'm going Jehovah's Witness from now on. I'll judge the content, the character the content of a man's character, not the color of his skin or what he thinks about, because it don't really matter no more there. Yeah, it's incredible though. That guy moving in my building. Strange. But I'm grateful to be, I ain't even kidding you, man. I think I was supposed to be Jacob Wetterling. I think they got frustrated. I think he got frustrated and drove straight up north. How come you didn't call me when you were outside? I did. No, you didn't. No, you didn't. Where is it on my phone? And then I tried to call you, and you didn't answer. Oh. How come my phone is there? My ring on. Why? Those parts broke as I got it. Oh! Why did I do it? Thank you. You come down and get them, what? You there? Yeah. Oh, man. Mhm. It's strange because, like I said, I don't have anything. I'm not rich. I never I didn't graduate from a Ivy League school in 3 years. I never had a super good career. Kind of worked for family. Had no, never thought I was ever better than anybody. I guess just the independence, like 99% of the time, you don't even really want to hang out with anybody. Like half the kingdom's like, you just need some friends, and I'm like, no, I don't. I just need you. She's like, no, 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 because I can't be around you all the time. And I'm like, well, fine, but I don't need friends. I mean, it'd be all right, but I don't. If they're gonna be talking about Katy Perry's hunkers, no. Oh, so now you better. No, I just. Is that unreasonable? I don't think so. I mean, I'm sure they're very nice. I'm sure they're very, but I don't want to talk about them. I already got enough stuff going on. I don't need people thinking I'm a pig, chauvinist, thinking it's okay to talk about women have nothing to do with you. It seems like some basic gentlemanness. Unless you're like on a bottle of Grey Goose vodka and a bag of weed or something, and you couldn't help yourself. But if you're just hanging out regular dead sober to sit around and talk about girls' anatomy, I don't think that's cool. Hi, Tweety. Seriously though, how an outdoorsman, unless you're stuck on bow and arrows and butter knives, which is what they try to do, I don't know how you can reconcile. Don't worry, I checked this for boogers. Best I could. Y'all ever have the veggie delight from the Subway? Don't you just feel so good after you eat all them? Thou shalt not live by bread alone. Hey, there ain't nothing wrong with bread. Put the cheese on both sides and then vegetables. Get the spinach in there. Mmm. You don't need any sauce or nothing. Mmm. That's way better than a greasy hamburger. Mmm. It's feel good. Ah. Thank God for food in your belly. Really. Oh, that was good. Yep. Can we get so I think on the next Democrat ticket, this would be my consultation. This is my consulting firm. It's Kamala and Michelle Obama. We're gonna retire. Oh, Joe, he's getting tired. Sleepy Joe, he need to go. Him and his that looker. He's got that looker. Remember when they used to say that? Is that okay? Hmm. Oh, that nice. Well, she look like she's what? What? How old is Biden's wife? About maybe about 50. She look about 50, I'd say. Uh, you say I think Biden probably should. And then what you do is you get Kamala and then Michelle Obama. Well, that's a guaranteed win. That's locked tight. And then on, let's see, who would you put up on the? Can't do Sarah Palin again. Who you got? Mm, those two would be tough to beat anybody in the whole world. Yeah. But that'd make it real easy. Do that. Big Don's gonna run, and then I can vote for Michelle Obama. There you go. Because they're all coming. They're all trying to put you on the bow and arrows and butter knives, anyways. And I don't like polar bears eating me. So yeah, if y'all put Michelle on there, then my conscience won't get to me. But no. What do we got here? Oh. Mm. What is it? Cannon? All right. Well, I'm gonna go take a little nap. All right.